What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another episode of DLBtv. It's finally upon us. Next generation gaming. Something I've been waiting for a long time, but I'll get into that in some videos down the line. Right now, we're going to talk about the Xbox One reveal. So the Xbox One was just revealed a little over a week ago. The dust has cleared. I wanted to kind of get a little bit of all the news and let everything digest before I came with the video. So I'm going to talk strictly about the conference. Now, Microsoft talked about live TV. They actually showed the console, showed the Kinect, the controller. They showed a lot of different things, but we're going to break everything down. The first thing I'm going to talk about is the name of the console, Xbox One. Now with me, I understand the name Xbox One. It's all in one box. I get it. I mean, the name's okay. It's not really a big deal for me. I mean, because everybody's going to refer to it as the Xbox anyway. Or the XB. I think XB1 is a pretty cool abbreviation. But anytime I refer to the Xbox now, I refer to the Xbox as the Xbox. So I kind of wish they just would have went with that, but they didn't. So no big deal. Like I said, it doesn't bother me. One of the things I do want to talk about is how everybody is in a frenzy right now. It is literally crazy. All the backlash is coming out of this event. And so what I'm trying to figure out is, was it the event itself or was it what followed the event? Because a lot of the stuff that's in the news and I hear people upset about is a lot of the post-event news, which was how used games are going to work and things of that nature. But as far as the event itself, for me, I got it. I understand it. They specifically stated before this conference even happened and during the conference that this is going to be all about the media. And they're going to talk about the gaming stuff at E3, which makes a ton of sense. But here's the issue. It doesn't matter how they would have did this. At the end of the day, there's just certain things. This is going to be a lose-lose situation. They talked about it now, people are upset. If they would have talked about it at E3, people would have been upset. So it really, no matter how they presented this, they were going to get this backlash either way. It's very unfortunate because I don't know if this is a loud minority or, you know, a majority of people who really don't like this stuff. Me personally, I like my devices to be able to do other things. I look at the Xbox as a gaming box that can also do these other things, which is pretty damn cool to me personally. I mean, the fact that you could connect it up to your cable box or satellite, whatever you have, and be able to watch live TV and game if you choose to do it that way, or while you're gaming, pull up Skype. I mean, and then the deal they have with the NFL Network for us here in the United States, that's a big deal if you're a sports fan. I get it, everybody's not a sports fan, but for those that are, like myself, that's a big deal. Like the fantasy sports, I'm real big in fantasy. I love fantasy basketball. I love fantasy football. I play them both. And so like that stuff resonated with me. I was like, okay, this is pretty hot. So a lot of the stuff that I saw, I was pretty impressed with. Because again, these boxes are going to evolve. There's no box on the planet that just does any one thing anymore. Like that, it doesn't exist. And people are saying, well, you know, Microsoft, they're not focused on gaming anymore. I don't know if people understand that there's two different divisions. There's a television division, which is down in LA, and then there's the actual gaming division of Microsoft. So there's multiple divisions working on this one box. It's not all their resources are in one basket or other resources in another basket. Like they stated that they have 15 exclusive games, 8 of which are brand new IPs. Now we'll have to see if those brand new IPs are, you know, of interest to anyone or not. But again, I understood the event. Again, they were trying to get this stuff out of the way so that at E3 they could focus more on games. Because again, had this came up at E3, everybody would have shot this down. So I personally feel the way they did it was smart. And honestly, people get pissed off about the smallest stuff nowadays. The things people bitch and moan about, it's crazy. So at E3, I mean, people are it seems like people on the internet have amnesia like crazy. People will forget about this event if at E3 they deliver on what they need to deliver on, which is what the majority, or what it seems like the majority of the gamers care about, which is the games. And that's totally understandable. The way I look at it is, I know the games are going to be there. Let me put it in perspective for you. With Sony's event, the last thing I cared about was games. Why? Because I know Sony's going to bring the games. It's a gaming box. I know that. So that was the last thing I cared about at Sony's event. I wanted to see all the other stuff they were going to talk about. It just so happens that they did hit on games, which is perfectly fine. But for me, I understand these. That's like Apple or Google coming up and talking about the actual calling features on their cell phone. I know these cell phones are going to make phone calls. What are the other things I'm going to be able to do on them? Now, granted, everybody's not like that, but that's how I am. So, again, their conference could have been better. Of course it could have been better. No conference, in my opinion, is perfect. So, a lot of people have been asking me, what do I rate the conference? I honestly, to me, Sony and Microsoft is part one. And then the rest of the story will be revealed at E3. At that point, I will give you guys what you want, which is a rating of these events, which I feel is personally not a big deal when somebody rates a conference. Again, that's just me. But that's my thoughts on the event. As far as what they showed, I like the look of the controller. The design of the console is nice. The Kinect, man, I knew they were going to evolve this thing, but they went above and beyond with it. They were talking about how there's 3 operating systems within one, which that sounds super awesome. It's a 5 GB hard drive that's built into the system, so you can't swap it out. And the reason I believe they're not allowing you to swap it out, this is just personally, I haven't read about this yet, but typically with any kind of DVR functionality, you can't swap out the hard drive, but you can add an external hard drive. So between them recording your gameplay, as of right now, they're saying with the TV stuff, it's just live television. You cannot DVR it. It's not a DVR. So I don't know if that functionality may come later on down the line. I mean, we got a good 7 months or so before these consoles come out. What we're seeing is like the tip of the iceberg. So the fact that they allow an external hard drive is a plus, but my question is it going to be a proprietary external hard drive? So, I mean, I know how Microsoft did it this last time around, so I'm curious to see if that's going to be the case. So they did talk about, again, you being able to share your videos. There's no backwards compatibility, which, makes me upset from both Sony and Microsoft's perspective. But, I mean, at this point, there's no ecosystem. So you literally can go either way. You have no ties to either one of these systems. You can easily go, if you had a 360, go PlayStation 4. If you had a PlayStation 3, go Xbox One. So by there not being any backwards compatibility, I mean, I get why it's not there. For the digital stuff, though, to me that's unacceptable. But I get it, the architecture isn't compatible, but at some point in time, we have to be able to access this content that we downloaded. Things that are on disc, whatever. But stuff that I've downloaded and they're tied to my PSN and GamerTag, I should be able to access these things at some point in time in the future. I should not have to rebuy these things. I shouldn't. And if I do, man, they're going to get some hell from me. Another thing that we heard about is there's 300,000 Xbox servers now. The friends list has been extended to 1,000. And again, they have the NFL deal and being able to run multiple apps. Being able to run multiple apps, man, that part stuck out to me. That is a pretty sick thing, being able to see them side by side. Because there's things that multitask now, but you can only see one of the applications at a time. But the way they're doing it, being able to see it side by side, is awesome. That's my recap of the Xbox One. Stay tuned for more videos coming soon. Make sure you guys comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at DLB23, and check out our website, DLB-Network.com. If you haven't heard our recent podcast of the Xbox reveal with me and the DLB Network team, make sure you guys check that out on iTunes. Just search DLB-Network and the podcast will come up. You guys have a good one. Let me know what you guys think. Are you guys upset? Do you guys like it? Do you not like it? And one last thing. A lot of comments that I've heard is not people saying, I'm upset, I'm going to jump from the Xbox One and get a PS4. What I've been hearing is, you know what? I got a 360. I don't like what I saw. I'm not getting an Xbox One. I'm actually going to get a PC. So those comments are pretty interesting. How it seems like, don't get me wrong, it's not all the comments. I have seen comments where people saying they're going to jump from 360 to PS4, but the majority of the comments that I've seen have been people saying, you know what, I'm just going to get a PC. So what are you guys' thoughts on that? Are you guys not going to get a Xbox One? Are you going to get a PC, PS3? Or are you like me and you're like, you know what, this stuff isn't a big deal. Let's wait for E3 and see what they have to say there. Let me know. You guys have a good one. This is DLB, and I'm out. Peace.